Ladies and gentlemen, this is my first Q&A. My name is Chris Dash. I'm happy to be with you. Welcome to the YouTube community of vlogging and other things like that much sort. I will be doing more content daily all the time, but I really wanted to push out this video today. Today I was going to do a Q&A. I asked a bunch of people questions on what are you going to ask me as in general, and they came back and hit me back up and they were able to ask some questions. I'm going to read them out to you and I'm going to try to answer them. From the time you have started playing video games, how many have you completed, and if possible, can you name your 10 favorite ones? Okay, so 10 favorite video games. We're gonna start off with Mario Smash Brothers on Nintendo 64. That was one of my most favorite games at the time. Remember, that was a long time ago. Nintendo 64 has been around for many generations before, but it's been one of my favorite games. 007 was a really good one with the golden gun. My favorite player in Mario Smash Brothers, by the way, was Captain Falcon. And 007, I remember being in those missions, and if you got the golden gun and you shot someone one time, you win the game, or it's an automatic kill. Doom was a really good game. Doom was a really scary game at the time when I was growing up. Doom was very scary. Another game that I can remember that I played when I was younger that I wanted to always sing was Mario Party. Mario Party for Nintendo 64 was really good. Most of these games I have completed, like Mario Smash Brothers I have completed, and I collected all the characters, passed all the bosses, made it to the last boss where, the hand, you verse the hand, it does multiple signals. For 007, you just have to unlock all the maps and all the guns, and then, you can continue. Doom was really hard, I couldn't do that. Doom was a hard game. And then Mario Party was to collect all the characters, all the vehicles, complete all the mystery locations, and do all that type of stuff. It was not my game. I was playing it at a cousin's house, and it was really good. I enjoyed doing that. Last but not least, we're gonna keep going. We have 5. Not Nintendo 64. PlayStation 3. I played a game called Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing was a very good game. I like that game. Hero was my favorite character in that game in Gundam Wing. Likewise, we're gonna go to number 6. Number 6, Spyro was a good game, but I did not complete. I played that game too when I was growing up. Spyro was good. What else was good? I played NBA Live 2004 on PlayStation, and that was with Carmelo Anthony on the cover when he was playing on the Denver Nuggets. And NBA Live was really, EA Sports was taking over the whole industry at that time for basketball games in general. Let's go to number 8. Number 8 would have to be a game called DC Universe Online. I have played that game for 7 years on end straight. It has been one of the most consistent games I have played for 7 years. NBA 2K in general, NBA 2K is going to be at number 9, and that game is a game that you play for multiple years and you continue playing it, and you learn all the attributes, you learn all the movements, and you learn all the player styles and builds, and you basically got the game down packed. And last but not least, I would have to say on my last game that I enjoy playing is Call of Duty. Call of Duty has all the episodes of Call of Duty have been the most diverse, and likewise the areas and just how the gameplay goes. That has to be one of the most games that I have to say. Those are the games, and that's a shooter. So that answers that question, and we are going to go to more other questions right now. I'm going to try to speed through this. Okay. What will finally break the internet? I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip into a bunch of areas and try them out, and most definitely work on how to analyze and basically advertise it to the public and figure out ways to just maneuver around those areas. Those are going to be my main parts about doing this, breaking the internet. Let me see. would you choose that name? Basically, I think that question was the name I have right now. My name is Chris Dash on YouTube. My real name is Chris, and yeah, Christopher is my real name. I think the reason why my name is Christopher is because I was born on Christmas, and it was the short version of Christmas without having Christmas as being my name. And it was not given through my mother, it was given through another relative that I know about from what I was hearing about, and that was the name that was given to me. Let's see. What is your favorite subject at school? My favorite subject in school was a computer class that we took, and it basically learned how to type right when we first had Apple computers, and that was very good because of the fact that they had all type. It's called all type or something like that, where you would have to go through a series of like listings of sentences that you would have to type out, and from there you would basically go from there, and you will type right from there, and you will do it as fast as you possibly can. And the faster you do it, the faster you got repetitive in knowing how to write and just know how to move along the keyboard. That was my favorite class. Yeah. Moving on. What is the definition of a narcissist? Someone asked me that on Instagram. You know what I mean? I've been looking for some ideas. Narcissist is an individual who basically is able to just be all about themselves, when they can make it a group effort to making it, you know, a lot of people involved. A narcissist is someone who basically just only cares about themselves and only cares about the appearance of themselves. I guess that could be, you know, the definition of a narcissist. I got some more questions on Instagram. Gentleman just asked me, says, can you grab the rim? When he means grab the rim, I guess what he was saying is because he knows me as a basketball player, and he is the president of that that organization, ABL, most definitely, AC basketball. Okay, AC basketball. It's an association, a basketball league in Canada, Toronto. And basically, he's the president of that whole organization with a bunch of people he deals and makes transactions with, conversates with, and does a bunch of other stuff with administration, stuff like that. But the whole point is, he asked me, can I grab rim? Because I went through an injury a couple years ago back when I was younger. It was really bad. I lost my Achilles. Unfortunate story. It was a sad sight that to lose it, and it's a tough moment in my life that I had. Luckily, I had somebody to take care of me and nurse me back to health through those times. I am greatly appreciated. She was an angel. She was an angel in my life at that time, for calling at that time when I was very spiritual in church and everything else. But the whole point is, yes, I can grab the rim still, and I can definitely get up still. I really do that much more and grab rimming, and then, you know what I mean, trying to dunk. I have dunked after my injury. Like, a couple people see me in LA Fitness and they were like, hey, can you dunk? Because they seen a bunch of other guys dunking in the gym, and it was like outrageously crazy. And basically what happened was, these guys were shorter than me, and they wanted to see if I could do it because they seen me get up there, and they were like, maybe you could do it. So they came up and asked me, hey, you know, can you dunk the ball? Then I'm like, okay, hold on. One guy goes and dunks the ball. I threw up the ball into the sky. It bounced and then popped back up close enough to the rim, grabbed it two hands, one hand, flushed it in, and then came back down. I looked at the guys, they were like, wow, he actually did that. Like, you know what I mean? And I went to go get a drink, and then after it was like, yeah, I did it. Okay, let's see on some more questions. I know this is my first time doing this, but I think I'm not doing too bad. Who do you think you are? Question. My name is Chris. You guys know me as Chris Dash. I'm an individual seeking opportunities, leveling to a point I can reach and say you haven't reached to. But at the same time, I am not scared to go through barriers. My support system might only be my best support system because it's only me. It is cored around myself and many individuals, but my core is good. I'm me. I don't know what else I could be. You know what I mean? I'm an individual who hangs around with guys who make 5 figures, 6 figures, trying to go those paths, doing business moves, making business propositions, sitting in front of big people, meeting big people, motivating a lot of people, changing the world through every individual positive soul. I'm just me. I'm honestly just me. I don't mean no harm to nobody. If you don't give me no harm, I don't mean no harm towards you. But just remember that attitude is always in an individual. Always. Anybody could be bad. But this Q&A is just talking about a bunch of things, you know what I mean? That's just circling around that situation. But I'm just only me. A guy who comes out of Canada, Scarborough, first generated from Jane and Finch, worked his way up in the market of the business, worked up the flag of my, money marketing, making 100,000 million. I'm joking. Not 100,000 million. But in my name, 90K in my name. I believe you. I'm not playing. 90K in my name. But I'm just doing me. I just do whatever I possibly can. I'm not saying that I'm above anybody else. I just do what I can. What kind of car are you driving? So I drove many different luxury cars. Been in Jaguars. Been close to a lot of cars, driven BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, but the car that I own, that I have is a Pontiac, from Michigan, Detroit. They were making those cars over there. Surprisingly, the company did not make any more and they went down and they gave it to somebody else to take it on. But I drive a Pontiac. It is one of my favorite cars. I will be changing it in the future in the sense of updating to another car and stuff like that, a little bit more better. But yeah, drive a Pontiac. Good on gas. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. So first of all, as we getting ready, what was your first words when you hit 100 subscribers? It was an overwhelming moment because I am not social media friendly, meaning I'm not really into social media like that. I wish I could, and I'm definitely trying my best on an everyday basis to do that. Likewise, happy birthday, Kevin. Happy birthday, Kevin. You've been around since time. Thank you so much. But when I hit 100 subscribers, it was more of a milestone for me where I connected with a market of people that were not usually somebody that was close to me, so being someone farther and being able to do something and make you hit that made me feel good. And at the end of the day, you guys should feel good that you guys are watching someone who is willing to make your content as good as possible. On the behalf of identities, we're not gonna name too much people, okay? And we're gonna talk about another one. My biggest fear. My biggest fear is being a failure. In life, all the expectations I wanted, all the goals I wanted to chase for, all the dreams I wanted to go for, I couldn't reach them. That is my biggest fear. Top 3 goals in the future are going to have to be car, house, the Wraith. One pet peeve: when a woman does not understand that you are trying to make her so happy more than yourself. My dream location, vacation location, will have to be somewhere away from Canada. That would change my life forever. I would like to have one child, a boy, not a girl. I do not want to have a girl, but I would like to have a boy child. A prince in the family. What is your type? I ain't got no type. Bad is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. But you know, I gotta go with the Asian kind of color, kind of scheme going on. I like Asian women. I'm into Asian women, but I'm open to see a lot of beautiful women across the boards. I'm just into Asians though. They're going to have to be somewhere in that number 1 range. But everyone else can take that position. Another question comes down to, do you read? Yes, I read. I read a book called Power. Sorry, I want to get into light. Power. This book has been a life changer. The secrets between the knowing and unknowing. This book is really good. You should go and collect it yourself. Go read up on these. There's so many chapters of different parts of this secret book that you need to learn. But yes, I read. Do you have a girlfriend? If I said a fish needs water, what would you say to me? Anyways, thank you guys for coming back and watching another video. My name is Chris Dash. Hope you enjoyed this content. I like doing these videos. You will be seeing more. And likewise, remember, do not forget to like and subscribe. And remember, stay safe, everybody.